Hello. I don't know if anyone is there yet, but I will wait a minute and see what happens. Just to let people join, just in case you don't know, you're probably like, oh, what? Where's Julie? So I will just be taking over for tonight. Just a last minute kind of reshuffle. And if you don't, grab a cup of tea or a glass of water. I have a mug with the Eiffel Tower on it, just randomly. It's I think it's good. People are coming in. Lovely. Hello Rachel, Rebecca, Adrian, Natalie. Great. Well, I suppose I'll get started then. So this is a bit of a in the moment kind of talk. I've reflected on a little bit of what I'm going to say, but I'm going to talk a bit about our current situation, which seems to be filling our minds and our hearts and our bodies at the moment. But I'm going to bring some reassurance, I don't know about that, maybe reflection, and hopefully some peace or understanding for us along the journey. So we're at that time of year, Alban Elfed, which is Champa's okay. Oh, Adrian. Yes, champagne is fine. Okay, back to topic. Alban Elfed. So we're at Alban Elfed, or we are. And Alban Elfed means the light of the water. So it is a very watery time of year. And of course, water is to do with the unconscious, is to do with the emotions, is to do with the heart. It's also to do with the goddess, the great mother of us all. And and that it's interesting that it's just a coincidence that it happens to be that for us at this point in time, and there's the corona virus getting pretty bad as well. But there's something about it that offers a doorway for contemplation for us. And on the Druid wheel, Alban Elfed is in the west. It's the Western Gateway. And what is opposite Alban Elfed, across that axis in the east, is Alban Isla. It's the spring equinox. And of course that is the time of rebirth, of childhood, of new beginnings and fresh growth. But we're at the other end. We're at the end of old age, of maturity, and of introspection. And you can see in your mind's eye, you can look over to the Western Sea and see the sun setting on the horizon and the waves coming into the shore. And in a sense, we are at this time in the sense of the autumn equinox, but also with the situation that is unfolding. But we can go into the waves, we can go into the ocean, into our hearts, into our emotions and unconscious, to find some understanding. Because this time has come with great uncertainty and confusion. And every single day it's different and it changes. And I suppose it feels like it is impending doom. Or that it just seems like it's just going to keep getting worse. But I don't feel that is the way. I feel that eventually things will pick up. But I wanted to share a poem with you that it came out of nowhere before, and I thought I would share this because it kind of relates to the situation. Fear, don't prey on us within, like you do to the koodoos running from hungry lions. Because though we feel fear, we also know that fear is our child, vulnerable and needs support. When the flood comes, do you punch the waves believing it will change them, banish them. When the flood comes, there is only one thing that can be done: to nestle inside your cocoon or egg for as long as you need and sit into the flood. Let her engulf you like before you had any concept of time or your job or your money. We are all partially cocooned, waiting to be unfolded. Because uncertainty is always coming and always going, but your awareness now is always available to you, and accepting what is beyond our control, though not complacent, will be as your surfboard or a rough hike or a free fall to something else, the mysteries that unfold within us. Fear can become a violent child in the face of adversity, too immense for our hunger for control. But we want control, don't we? We always want to have control. Fear is also about control. But acceptance, though not destroying fear, gives fear the understanding of perspective. And a vista of space is the vista of the mind. When we confront that wave head on, we sit and we sit. Then we can truly love each other, and then we can truly embrace life. But these are mere words. We will ride this wave together, somewhat half engulfed, maybe, or maybe consumed, but we will see straight through it, into it, above it, below it. Likewise, we are all seeds of the Great Mother, and dropping away is only the dropping off of stage curtains or the end of a great symphony, a cacophony of sound, before rejoining her as earth, as stones, as stars, butterflies, trees, rain, sunlight. Who we are, deep down, is a seamless thing. Love is our true identity, and that never dies. Only that love is the greatest dancer. She likes to play with light and shadow. She sees twinkles and stars. She is the weaver of fates. But she knows deeply that true love is about knowing when to let dancing go, when to cherish what was had and embraced eternally. Though she has excited anticipation, because eternity is cyclical, and she knows that she will dance again the patterns and journeys of handwritten entries of memories she danced as a grain of time. Though her hands are full of grains, and each one more all the stars combined in the whole universe. She glimpses everything in one moment, the source of the pool of knowledge, the ocean that connects us all. So I wanted to share that with you. And that's not to bring doom on the situation, but there is a reality to it which is desperate. There is a despair to it, I suppose. But from out of this we can glimmer hope and an attitude which opens up the doorways to us. And so I wanted to go on a meditation with you, and I don't know how I'm going for time. But here we are with the ocean, we're with water. And again, being a very emotional time, let us go into the inner grove, and I invite you to if you want to. So take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth to ground yourself in place. Feeling all your daily concerns just fading away. Releasing all stress from your body, from your heart and from your soul. And become more deeply aware of your body. Feel your feet upon the ground or on the floor, wherever you might be. And feel the subtle energies of the earth connecting with your feet. the Druidry, the life force. And feel this life force flowing up through your feet, shining with light, radiant with energy. And feel this light going up your ankles, radiating through your shins, your calves, your legs. And feel the life force flowing up through your buttocks, through your back. And feel it too, blessing your stomach, releasing all tension from the muscles in your stomach. Radiant with light, radiant with energy. And feel this energy flowing into your chest and blessing your chest and your heart, revitalizing and strengthening. And feel this energy raising up into your neck, to your throat. And feeling your facial muscles relax, your jaw relax. Feeling the scalp of your head radiant with light and energy. And your third eye radiant with light and energy. And just spend a moment feeling your whole light body blessed with the Druidry, which is inherently part of us all. And now, within yourself, open your inner eyes to your inner grove and become aware of the earth beneath you, the sky above you and the trees around you, and feel them protecting you at this time and in this place. Open your heart up to the healing powers of the trees, of the earth and of fresh air. Just spend a moment in this grove, sensing the power and the security of it, the healing of it. After a while, you might already be in the west, or you might like to go and sit in the west in your grove. And be seated in the west, and you see the sun rising in the east. See the radiance of dawn, the light of a new day, blessing all the foliage on the leaves. And this is the light that we carry with us always, the hope within us. But you start to hear the sound of waves, the sound of seagulls, the sound of the ocean behind you. And you feel called to the west. And you turn around and you see a gateway. And if you feel like it, ask your guides if you may go through this gateway. When you feel ready, I invite you to go through the gateway. And you feel the ocean and hear the ocean calling you, calling your name, the gentle lapping of waves, as you make your way through a path, through the forest, and you find yourself at the edge of the forest on a sand dune, looking out to the ocean. What do you see? What do you feel? You look more closely to the horizon and you notice that the sun is setting. And you feel a change in the air, a coolness upon the wind, a wetness. And you see leaves blow past you. Maybe it's eucalypt, maybe it's oak, maybe it's birch. And you make your way to the shoreline and you sit down. And you feel the waves lapping at your feet, kissing your toes. Just sit in this space for a moment. And now open yourself up to the awareness of the waters, the healing waters, blessing your physical body, but also your esoteric body. You look out to the ocean, and the ocean calls your name. And see if she has anything to say to you at this time. You notice how the water is calm and pristine as the sun dips the last of its rays down into the depths of the sea. And just turn around now, and you see in the east the moon rising. The goddess of the moon rising up higher and higher and higher into the sky, and the stars all around glistening. And you see her now at the midpoint above you in the heavens. And you feel her radiant light shining down upon you, illuminating your thoughts, washing away any anxieties, any fears you might have about the world, about your personal life, about the difficulties that we face individually and collectively at this time. And just feel how the ocean supports you and washes that away at the same time. Because we sit with Alban Elfed here, we sit with the autumn as we cross into the darker half of the year. But this, within it, is hidden the seed of light, the seed of potential, of fruit, and of the nurturing mother. Now thank the ocean, thank the waters, thank the moon which guides us through night. And when you're ready, you can make your way back to the grove, over the sand dune, through the pathway, and back through the gate. And you look around and you see the trees are illuminated with the light of the moon. She has kissed every green part of foliage, every leaf and limb. and the circle is illuminated in light. And you feel blessed, secure, but also open to realization and some kind of understanding which you know will pull you through, will bring us all through. Because the moon and the sun are always with us, and the grove is always here. Just feel your feet on the earth, the sky around you, and thank the trees, the spirit of place. Take some breaths if you need to, and when you're ready, you can bring yourself back and open your eyes. So the point of that was to make us aware of the power of thresholds, and that Alban Elfed offers a understanding with challenge to go deeper and to find peace with whatever happens. And because the wave that we might feel is coming is something that we can sit with, something that we can find understanding with or acceptance of, but also be proactive, not complacent, but to, do all the measures and steps that we've been asked to do. But that this also gives us a time to sit in deep peace, and or even not even peace necessarily, just deep contemplation of reality. And water brings us that realization, because in the cauldron of a Northern is the waters of the world, and around that cauldron are the 9 maidens who breathe life and inspiration into that cauldron. And if we can be the cauldron and we can sit with that aspect of ourselves and nurture the water of our lives, then we can understand the unconscious and bring that forth into consciousness. And I think that's what we need now, because what's happening is there is a particular mentality which reacts with fear. But fear is often, based on not reflecting on ourselves and not kind of feeling harmonious with the situation. So yeah, I just wanted to offer that to everyone. And I feel like I've probably gone way over the time. But I hope you're all having a beautiful evening. And whatever happens, we are going to get through this. And the grove is with us. So deep peace within the grove and deep peace within our lives, and let's keep supporting each other as peacemakers, as druids, as people for justice, as people for the protection and preservation of the earth and her people. Let us love deeply. That's what we need, is compassion and love at this time. So as we look to the west and we say goodbye to what was, we open to the possibility of what is to be, but also what is at this time, here and now. Because if we accept what is, then we can open up to the potential for healing and for a better world as well. So, yeah. Have a good night, everyone. Much love. And how do I exit this thing? Oh gosh, I'm having that moment again. Take no moment. Literally, like, how do I... Wait. Okay, I think I've got it. See ya.